Welcome to Success World. Today we'll be talking about export. I've had the privilege of training thousands of people in export business. Haven't got results myself. I have seen many also get very, very good results. I recall a young man who came for a training. That training we had it somewhere around Allen Avenue, Ikeja, Lagos. And that training, we had about 80 people in the class. And he followed the instructions I gave about how to write letters for export. And at the end of the training, he began to practice what he learned. And you know the funny thing, when he started doing what he learned, he wrote the first letter, second letter, he didn't get order. He wrote the 10th letter, he got inquiry, but nothing came out of it. And he continued to write letters until he wrote the 65th letters based on the contacts which I gave them. On the 65th letter, he got an order to export 100 packs of garlic to South Africa. Each pack was going to just like just a bit more than the plantain chips pack. Each pack was going to cost $10. The client was ready to pay $10, and he exported 100 packs of that. We brought him $1,000, and that transaction just took place in 2 weeks. That's all it took for him to export that by air freight. Now, this is just one of so many testimonies of students who have come for our training and have had their lives transformed. But I just want to go quickly through this, how you can become a successful exporter. I just want to give you some quick points which you can work with. The first thing is that you must register a business entity. You register a company. If you want to go into export, don't do it as an individual. Have a company registered. I would prefer you register a limited liability company because it gives you room to be able to do large volume of business. And you put in the document trading, register it as a trading export-import company. So apart from that, the next thing is that you must register with the Export Council. For instance, you can register with Ghana Export Promotion Authority, or if you are in Nigeria, you can register with Ghana Export Promotion Council. Thereby, it legalizes your export business. You will be given an export certificate that will make you freely do your export to the rest of the world. Now, beyond that, the next thing is you must have an e-commerce website. Apart from having an e-commerce website, you need to register with other websites. You register as an exporter. If you are into importation too, you can also register as an importer. But you register as an exporter. And then that way, if there are people who are looking for your kind of commodities, they will be able to contact you. Or you yourself can actually seek for buyers in that international trade platform, in that export platform where you are a member. There are many reliable ones that you can register on for free. Now, of course, I know many of us know of Alibaba.com. Alibaba is just one of all the genuine export-import websites. And as you go on with this video, you will know how to have access to the other genuine export sites where you can register to become a member. Now, why I say you should have your own website is that it gives you room to be able to promote your products, your services effectively. You are not limited in any way, and it gives that impression that you are fully established as an international trade business person. So people will not look at you just as a starter. They look at you as someone who is already into it. Then you need to spend regular and quality time on the internet. You can't go on the internet and spend 1 hour and expect to get a lot of results from export. It doesn't work that way. When I started export business, I spent average of 8 hours a day. And not only that, you need to focus on what you want to go and do online. You make a list of it. Don't just go online and then start going on social media, wasting your time. You must focus on what you are going to do online. If it's to get buyers for your ginger, get buyers for bitter cola, get buyers for cola nut, get buyers for palm oil, or shea butter, or garlic, or chili pepper, or a lot of things you can imagine. Is it chicken feet? Is it the coconut husk, honey? A lot of products. But you need to focus on what you are there for. Now, the next thing is that you need to write lots of export letters. I just mentioned to you about one of our students who wrote, it was the 65th letter that got him results. So you don't think you will write 10 or 20 letters and then you give up. It's a business you are starting from the scratch. So you must be ready to put in enough energy, enough time, enough resources to be able to produce the results you are expecting. Look at it as a business, a new business you're starting. So give it time, a time of 6 months, 1 year, and you will see how you will end up smiling to the bank. Then you need to stick to buyer specifications. It's not about your own specification. It's about what does the buyer want. If the buyer says, for instance, I want split dried ginger, you have no right exporting or sending samples of fresh ginger to them. That way, you have negated the good intentions of the buyer, because the buyer is not looking for fresh ginger, he's looking for split dried ginger. If the buyer says they want, for instance, copra, you are not going to give the buyer fresh coconut. The buyer doesn't want fresh coconut, he wants copra. So specification is very, very important. Then you need to abide by Incoterms. When I say Incoterms means international commercial terms. For now, we are using what we call Incoterms 20. And it is meant to protect you and the buyers as you are doing your transaction internationally. Then if you want to succeed as an exporter, you need to have a positive mental attitude. You can't do export and then not have a positive mental attitude. Because sometimes you meet with some hiccups here and there, but then it is meant for you. The hurdles are meant for you to overcome. So you don't say that, oh, I've not gotten money, I've not gotten a buyer in 1 month, so I'm going to give up. No, have a positive mental attitude. It works if you are ready to do the work that is required. And then you need to do something. You need to reply your clients promptly. Don't allow, if a client says, oh, please can you give me the price for so and so commodities, don't delay the reply. Even if you don't have the price, respond to the client, say, oh, I'll get back to you. It's very, very important you do this. Then you need to understand export documentations. If you don't understand export documentations, you will have a problem. You need to understand export documentations, because in export documentation means the kind of document you will need to do your export successfully. There are many more. There are many, many things you can learn. That's why I'm inviting you, to take advantage. You can look down, if you subscribe, just subscribe to this video right there, and you'll see a link. You want to know more about export, about our export programs. You want to know more about how you can export agro commodities from Africa to Europe to Asia to the rest of the world, to the Middle East. You just click on the button down there. It will give you more information on how to go about it. How do you get buyers? How do you get free access to buyers? How do you avoid being defrauded by overseas buyers? How do you ensure that your money is paid for your export easily and effectively? All these are the things you are going to have access to, information you will get to know about just by clicking on the subscribe button and then clicking on the link. You will see a link there as regards the export. You see the website there, just click on the website. It will give you information on how you can have access to more information to make you a successful exporter. I hope you have enjoyed this video. God bless you. See you at the top.